Kiyaunta, Scott Griffin here, Smashmouth Radio. How are you, sir?
Real good, sir.
You're doing good? So tell us your exact size, your height, and weight today.
6'7.5", 360.
6'7.5". So you're almost 6'8". And what does the doctor say about you, your growth? I'm sure, are you through growing, or what's the deal?
I'm not through growing. My doctor told me that I can go over 7'10".
Go through how long?
Over 7 foot.
Your doctors say you could be over 7 foot?
Yes, sir.
So why football as opposed to basketball?
Because I just grew up playing football, and it's a sport that I love. And I like basketball, but it's just not my sport for me right now.
So tell me, why do you like football more?
Because it gives me a chance to take out the anger that I can't take out, like, on my brother or at school. And it's just fun. It's just fun.
You can't throw your brother around the house? What's wrong with you? Mom don't want you throwing brother around the house. That's a good thing, right?
Yes, sir.
How big is is it a little brother or a big brother?
He's he's the second oldest brother.
Second to littlest brother. So you got two brothers.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So he must pester you, it sounds like, because the other one you didn't even bring up, but this one kind of pesters you a little bit.
Yes, sir. I have a 25-year-old brother, a 30-year-old sister, and then my other brother is graduating from high school next year.
Awesome. Now, are they bigger guys too? Or they play sports or no?
No. My oldest brother, he's into cars, and then the brother that lives with me right now, he's a computer geek.
Oh, I got you. So what made you go to sports? But was it just size? You saw how big you were and you thought, hey, I need to play something, right?
Well, growing up in my house, it was either go outside and play a sport, or do chores. And I didn't want to do chores, so I just started playing football.
Kiyaunta, you're smart. You didn't want to do chores. You got outside. I like that. Oh, that's funny. Kiyaunta Goodwin, our guest here, is a ninth grader to be 6'7.5", 360. Doc said you can be over 7 foot. So you like the physicality of it because you can take out anger. Where does that anger come from? Is it just sibling stuff, or is there some kind of underlying reason that you can tell us?
No, it's just like everyday life stuff, stress, just basically anything.
Okay, so tell us about your middle school career. You played tackle, I'm sure, and you're a big guy. Obviously, you have the size advantage over most people you play against, but they're kind of quick, aren't they? Like a gnat. So how do you try to do that?
Working on my feet, get my feet quicker, and making sure I'm down low and bending, and making sure my hands placement is right, and my hand coordination is where it's supposed to be.
So the typical kid you're going against probably weighs what, 170, maybe?
170, 150, around that area.
That's crazy. So that's people would think, oh God, man, Kiyaunta's got it easy. I would think that's difficult, and they don't understand, do they? Because these guys are quick.
Repeat that, please.
I said people probably think you have it easy because you're so big, but I would think you have it a little harder because these guys are so quick and you're so big.
But that's really not a problem because once I get my hands on them, it's over.
Why is that?
Because they don't want these hands.
What are they, like vice grips?
And then once they go down, I put the syrup on them.
You put the what on them?
Syrup.
Oh, so you land on them, kind of. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, okay. A pancake in football term is where you put someone in the ground and you fall on top of them.
So you're saying you put the syrup on.
My nickname is syrup because, the best thing to go with pancakes is syrup. So.
That's a great nickname. Oh, my goodness. I bet you can put away some pancakes, too. Come on, Kiyaunta. Is that your favorite food?
Yeah.
Not really?
I could, yeah.
Kiyaunta Goodwin, our guest here for a couple of minutes. What's some other stuff you like to do? What do you want to study? And this may be such a, normally I talk to recruits and I ask them these kind of things, but you still got 4 years of high school. So I don't even know if you've decided what you want to do.
Yes, I have. I would like to major in something that I would like to do would be robotic engineering. Oh,
robotic engineering. Why is that?
Because I like modern technology and like building, and there was really nothing that involved those two types of things besides robotic engineering.
It's interesting. So I'm sure that come from watching movies growing up, and then you've kind of studied on that a little bit?
No, it actually didn't come from watching movies. It was where I came to Olmsted Academy North, and like every 6 weeks or so, you get a new related art. And there was this, and I got robotic engineering, and I really didn't know what it was. But the man that was teaching the class, he was the AD for the football team. And about for the first week or so, I was like, I don't know what I can learn from AD. He knows a lot about sports, so he can really teach him. But about the second week, he brought out these robots, and it was had the technology that I liked, and it had, that we use my hands and build stuff, and it was real nice.
That's kind of interesting. So it's kind of like football. You got to think, then use your hands, and this is the same thing, right? You got to kind of think your way through it, and then use your hands to build this stuff.
Sure.
I said it's kind of like football, that you got to use your hands and think through things, and this robotics, you kind of have to do the same thing, right? You got to think your way through it, but then use your hands to build this stuff.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. So that a very, very cool thing to major in. So, I mean, again, normally I ask people what they're looking for in a college or anything. Has this even crossed your mind? I mean, what made you go to these schools so early, and were you just sitting there absorbing what the coaches were saying, or were you taking notes, or just describe some of the trips here?
I just wanted to start it early, and I'm around a lot of people that was doing it, in high school, and I could see the shifts they were going through. So I was trying to get my recruiting process, trying to get it started a little bit early, so I would have less stress when I got older.
So, what did you think of Alabama and Nick Saban?
It was real nice. It was hot, but it was real nice. I love Louisiana.
It's very hot.
Yeah.
So what else impressed you about your visit?
Just the way that the facility was. It was nice. It was huge. They had everything.
What did you think of Nick Saban when you met him?
He was a real nice guy. For when he not coaching at the time. Yeah, and I liked it so much because I could tell that he's a real good coach when your players are able to run the camp and show how drills are supposed to be ran.
Did you learn anything that you didn't know from offensive line play and different things going through the camp?
Yes, sir.
Like, give me an example.
Hand placement and looking on my feet and making sure they get fast every day.
So did you go against some different guys there and some pretty big time guys?
Yes, sir.
And did you hold your own?
Yes, sir.
Beautiful. That's awesome. So before you go, you visited where else? Georgia, Michigan. What's the other ones you've been to lately?
Florida State, Ohio State, Purdue, Cincinnati, UK, and Louisville.
So how do you keep all this stuff in perspective when these guys are, did anybody ask for a commitment from you or anything, or is that way too early?
Nobody asked me to come.
Commit yet? That's a good thing. It is way too early. I'll go ahead and answer that for you. Don't do that.
They didn't put no pressure on me. It was just I wanted to go, and that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I'm glad because it's a great experience for the Kiyaunta, as you know, to travel around and see this. And I hope you're learning some stuff that makes you a great high school football player at the academy there. And we appreciate your time today and you coming on our show. We'd love to keep tabs on you and kind of keep up with you a little bit, but I do appreciate your time and wish you great luck this season.
Yes, sir. Thank you.